I'm not like a book crazy person. The reason that I'm not is because I used to be, and I found that my homestead journey began when I was 4. My family moved from the very big city to basically a mountain out in the middle of nowhere that was an hour from civilization. We lived off grid, very deep in the woods, and I think that's when I caught the homesteading bug. This top book was given to me when I was a teenager because my friends knew that I wanted to be a homesteader. So they got me Shayla Marie's Encyclopedia of Country Living, and this was my first homestead book. This one is packed, very comprehensive. It's got almost everything you would need. Now this top book that I have here, I just got this one about 2 weeks ago. We were really fortunate. We had a homestead. They didn't call it a conference, but I guess that's what it would have been, a conference, and it was literally 20 minutes from our house. The author of Sustainable Country Living, Don Leesky, I think I'm saying his name correct. I got to meet him and I got to hear him speak. Our whole family did, or most of our family. My husband wasn't there, but my kids got to hear him speak. So this one is basically how to get started with sustainable country living. Very good. This is one of the easiest reading books. My oldest son really wanted this book, so I primarily bought it for him. But this would be really good for anybody wanting to learn more about how to be sustainable and not have to rely on the grid. Another one of the speakers that I got to hear was Ryan Buford, and he's the author of Pintsized Prepper Projects. He did a class just for little children. I think this would be an awesome book for homeschoolers. In this book, he teaches all kinds of different skills, and then he goes over the skills learned. So he's got here a fruit candle, and then he tells how to make it, and then he talks about the skills learned making the candle. Here he's got a worm hideout, and again he goes through step by step how to build it, skills learned. And this is actually a book he wrote with his son on projects they did together. It was a long-term project that they did. They actually have a podcast, so you can also check that out, but I will link to all these in the comments below. This is one that's been highly recommended to me by 2 people. It's natural parasite control for livestock, and I've heard rave reviews about this. Now I am using natural parasite control, but I'm basically going off of my knowledge as a herbalist. I have my master's in herbology degree. I did get this just to see if there's things that I didn't already know, I guess you could say. Homestead Tsunami. You guys, this is my new favorite book, my new favorite homestead book. We're reading this as a family. Probably every paragraph, after every paragraph, and sometimes in the middle of the paragraph, I get so sidetracked with personal stories that I have that relate to this. So I'm, teaching my children as I go through this book. It's just been a lot of fun, and I highly, highly recommend Homestead Tsunami. I honestly didn't think I was going to get that much out of this book, but this book has just really revived my reasons for choosing this lifestyle. Highly recommend this one. I bought this one for my oldest son because he's graduated now and he's wanting to get more into the homesteading lifestyle and find ways to start profit from homesteading. So I bought him Pastured Poultry Profits. I don't know anything about this yet, but again, this is Joel Salatin, so it's gonna be good. Raising Dairy Goats. My daughter read all of this in about a week, my oldest daughter. So this is a really good, highly recommended book if you are thinking of getting dairy goats. They cover almost everything in this book. Again, I really highly recommend this. This is just kind of a fun book. It's The Beginner's Guide to Chicken Breeds. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed in this one because I had really hoped for more varieties of chicken in here, but I mean, it is good. It is still good. I just wish they had more varieties. I am starting to get into chicken breeding so that I can try to make some profit that way for our homestead. My goal with our homestead is to get it paying for itself. Back to basics. This is really similar to Shayla Marie's The Country Living Encyclopedia, or the Encyclopedia of Country Living. I don't know if it's Italian in here, right? But it's got more pictures, lots and lots of pictures. It's also got lots of recipes, which that one does too. This is, I specifically bought this one more for my older kids because again, with the pictures, it's just helpful, if you're teaching homesteading and you're homeschooling. This kind of book with pictures is nice for kids. And again, it might have some more updated information, but I don't know if you would really need Country Living, the Encyclopedia of Country Living, and Back to Basics. I like having both. Okay, I know I've got other books around here, but this is the last one I could think of. This is the big book of homemade products for your skin, health, and home. I am just loving this book. I've only had it for a couple of weeks, but me and my youngest daughter both are constantly in this book, and we're making all kinds of plans for the recipes that we want to try. They have got some of the most luxurious. Here's a dandelion thyme vinegar toner and tonic. Now, again, a lot of these things I already knew how to make, but I wanted actual recipes just for ideas and inspiration, and this definitely has them. It's also got those beautiful pictures. It's got gorgeous pictures. So this book is nice to just kind of kick back, relax with, and flip through. Here we have a honey and chamomile cream, dandelion orange fizzy bath melts, and then it also has simple homemade soap recipes as well. Lavender oatmeal soap, charcoal tea tree soap, lemon balm and ginger sore throat drops in the back. This is just a really handy book to have to get you started in the world of making lotions and soaps and all of your own bath and body products, and also cleaning products for your home. All right, totally forgot there are 3 more. Just got this one. Different than the Ball Blue Book of Candy, this is the Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving. I just got this one. I've been eyeing it for a full year. I take my time. When I buy a book, I'm not like a book crazy person. And the reason that I'm not is because I used to be, and I found that I could get a little carried away buying books. So I've learned to be more selective and careful before I purchase a book, and I try to make sure it's going to be a book that I truly am going to dig into and use. And I'm pretty sure that I will with this one. Like I said, I've been eyeing this for a book, and I needed a book that had more home preserving canning recipes, and this one definitely has that. All right, I'm going to do this one first before this one because it just makes more sense to me. This is the Home Creamery, got it from Azure Standard. This has got lots of recipes for making cheeses, sour cream, cream cheese, ricotta, everything. You know, if you've got a dairy cow or a dairy goat and you've got all this milk and you don't know what to do with it, I've got a video. Make sure you watch it. Then also, you might want this book here. So if you do get into this and start making your own cheeses and everything, you're gonna have a lot of whey, which is where this book comes in handy. This is a Cooking with Whey, and it's just got tons of recipes for what to do with all that whey.